everyone, I am Trupti Pandya and today I will be teaching you Element of Account Standard 11 Part 1 Chapter 2 Dual Effect of Account and Types of Account. Here today we will start from exercise question number 4. Let us start it. Question number 4. Here in question number 4, it is given that to which account the following transactions will be debited and credited in the books of Nilima. Here one question is given and we have to prepare that which transactions will be debited in transactions, which account will be debited and which account will be credited. First, rupees 50,000 brought in cash and started business. Here, Nilima brought cash rupees 50,000 and started a business. Here, Nilima is the owner. And when Nilima started a business, at that time cash comes in a business unit because Nilima is the owner and Nilima's business means Nilima owner and Nilima's business both are different entity. So Nilima brought cash in a business and started a business. It means here in business cash comes. In a business cash comes and cash is a current asset, so we apply the rule of real because cash is a current asset and we know that asset and goods means real account. And what is the rule of real account? Comes then debit. Here in a business cash comes, so here cash account debited. We know that in each transaction there are dual effect is there, and when there are dual effect, at that time one is debit and second is credit. If cash is debit, then obviously second account is credit. So which account is credit? Here it is started a business. When Nilima brought cash and started a business, it means this cash is a capital. Because when capital introduced in the business, then only trader or a businessman can able to start a business. So here 50,000 brought in cash and started business. It means rupees 50,000 comes in the business unit and it in a cash form. So cash account debit and it is given by owner. So it is a capital. So we have to write that here what debit? Cash account debit because cash brought by the trader or a businessman Nilima, and so cash account debited, and it is brought by the owner, so it is a capital. So capital account credited. Capital account credited. What is the reason? Cash comes. Cash comes. So as per the real rule, it is cash account debit. And here second, it given by owner. Owner brought. When owner brought, then it is called capital, and so capital account credit. This way our first transaction is over. Now second, a loan of rupees 10,000 taken from Jaslin. Here Jaslin is a person, and so for Jaslin we have to apply the personal rule. And here loan of rupees 10,000. We took the loan from Nilima, taken the loan from the Jaslin. Here Jaslin is the person, and in the form of loan cash comes in our business unit. Rupees 10,000 comes in our business unit. So here cash comes, cash is a current asset, so apply the rule of real account, and so we have to write here cash account debit, because cash comes in our business form. And here who is the giver? Jaslin is the giver, and so as per the personal rule, credit the giver. When one account is debit, there obviously second account is credit, and here Jaslin is the person, and so we have to apply the rule of personal account. And so when Jaslin is a person and Jaslin is the giver, so we have to write here Jaslin account credit. So we are write here Jaslin account. Now we have to write the reason. What happened? Cash comes. Cash comes in our business unit, and it is a real account. So we have to write cash account debit. And here who is the giver? Here person account, because Jaslin is the giver. When Jaslin is the giver, at that time we have to write use the rule of personal account. And personal account, here Jaslin is the giver, and so giver always credit. So Jaslin account credit. Now third one, bank account opened by depositing rupees 30,000. Here it is given that bank account. Now we know that bank is a legal artificial person. Bank is the legal artificial person, and so we write that bank is the receiver and deposited rupees 30,000. So from Nilima's business, cash goes, and bank is the receiver. Bank is the receiver, bank is a legal artificial person, and so we use the personal rule, and when we use the personal rule, at that time bank is the receiver. So here bank account debit, and cash goes from our business unit, so cash account credit. Now what is the reason? Bank account, why debit? Because bank account, bank receiver, because bank is the legal artificial person, and so we use the personal rule. When personal rule is there, then receiver always debits. So bank account debit. Now second, here cash goes from the business unit, and we use the real account. As per the real account, goes then credit. So cash account credit. Now fourth, a computer purchased for rupees 8,000. Here first of all we decide that it is a cash transaction or credit transaction. It is a cash transaction because person name or cash word is not given. So it is a cash account. And second thing we have to decide that what happened. Here purchase word is there, but goods not purchased. Goods not purchased. So what happened? Here purchased the computer, and computer is a asset. Computer is a asset. So what we have to write? Computer comes in the business unit and cash goes from the business unit. Paid the cash, cash goes from the business unit. Both are asset. Computer is a asset and cash is a current asset. So what we have to write here? Computer purchased for rupees 8,000. Here computer comes in business unit. Computer is a asset. So computer account debit. And cash goes from our business unit. So cash account credit. Now what is the reason? Here computer comes, computer is a asset, so we use the real account rule, and so computer account debit. Now cash goes from business unit, so cash is a real account, and so cash account credit. Now fifth one, stationery purchased rupees 1,000. This is also cash transaction, cash stationery purchase. So stationery account debit. Debit side we have to write stationery account, and for stationery cash paid, it is a expense. So we have to write stationery is a expense. Stationery account debit, it is a asset, so real rule, and in real rule we have to write stationery account. Now if paid the cash, then cash goes, it is also real, and cash account credit. Now sixth one, purchase made of rupees 20,000. It means goods purchased of rupees 20,000. When purchase the goods, at that time goods comes in the business unit, and goods is also asset. So we have to use the real account, and here cash goes because it is a cash transaction. Person's name is not given, cash word is not given, but person's name is also not given. So it is a cash transaction, and so we have to write purchase made of rupees 20,000. So here we have to write purchase account debit and cash paid, so cash account credit. When purchase account debit, it means goods comes in. What happened? Goods comes in, and so we have to use the real account, and we have to write purchase account debit. Now second, cash goes from the business unit, so it is cash is a current asset, we use the real account, and so write cash account credit. Now seventh one, purchase is made of rupees 30,000 from Raman. Here person's name is there, and so it is a credit transaction. Here purchase made, but cash not paid. So we have to write here purchase made means goods comes in the business unit, but payment is not there. Raman person name is there, and so we have to apply the rule of personal account. Raman is the giver, and so giver always credit. So credit the giver. We use the personal account rule. Here we have to write purchase account because goods comes in the business unit and here Raman is the giver. So we credit the Raman account because Raman is the person and so we use the personal account, rule of the personal account and so credit the giver. Now purchase means goods comes in business unit, goods comes in business unit and here we use the real account and it is purchase account. Purchase account debit. Now Raman is the giver. Raman is the giver and use the personal account and so it is Raman account credit. Now 8th one, goods of rupees 15,000 sold on cash of rupees 28,000. Here when goods sold of rupees 28,000, cash comes in our business unit and goods goes out. So goods is goes out, so goods account and goods made by sale. So sales account credit and what happened? Cash comes in our business unit. So cash account debit. Here goods and cash both are real account. So comes then debit and goes then credit. So here we have to write cash comes in our business unit. So cash comes real account, cash account debit. And second, there is a sales account is there, goods goes out. When goods goes out at that time, real accounts rule is there. So sales account credit because goods goes out in the form of sales. So sales account credit. Now 9th one, goods of rupees 8,000 sold to Neela of rupees 1,500. Here sold the goods but person's name is given. It means goods goes out but cash not comes in. Then who is the receiver? Benefit receiver. Benefit receiver is the Neela. So Nilima sold the goods to Neelam and here Neelam is the benefit receiver and as per the personal rule, benefit receiver always debit. So here Neela's account debit. Neela's account debit and in the form of sales goods goes. So Neela's account and sales account here credit. Neela's account debit because here Neela is the receiver and as per the personal rule, Neela is the receiver. So as per the personal rule, we have to write here Neela's account. Now goods goes out and so it's a rule of real account, goes then credit. So in form of sales it goes, so sales account credit. Now 10th one, goods returned to Raman. We purchased in transaction number 7, we purchased the goods from Raman and now we return this good to Raman of rupees 2,000. So when purchase then it is debit and so when purchase return at that time goods goes out from the business unit and when goods goes out it is the real as per the real account goes out then credit. And then what happened? Raman here, Raman is the receiver, so Raman account debit. As per the personal rule, Raman is the receiver So Raman account debit, and here goods goes out in the form of purchase return. So purchase return account credit. Now we have to write here Raman receiver. Raman receiver of the goods as per the personal rule. Raman's account debit. And in the form of purchase return, goods goes out. Goods goes out, and as per the real account, it is purchase return account. When there is a purchase return, we apply the rules of real account, and so goods goes out, then it is a credit. This way, up to 1 to 10 we write here, and in all transactions, first of all we decide that it is a cash transaction or credit transaction. Second one, we have to decide that which type of account is apply here, personal, real or nominal. And afterward, we have to write the debit and credit, and what is the reason why we make it debit, and what is the reason why we make it credit. This way we have to write all the accounts this way. Thank you very much.